Put your hands together for Nick S. Strauss. That was it, Strauss.
Hey, I'm Blue Nick, and I'm a Pokemon addict. Feels so good to like, ugh. It started when I was about 8. My mom didn't let me get a Game Boy. She was a good mom. She knew what she was doing. But the neighborhood that I lived in, it just, you couldn't escape it. You couldn't escape the Pokemon. Once I got off the stoop, that was it. My friend had a Game Boy Advance, so he gave me his extra Game Boy. I chose Bulbasaur. I know. I learned that you could name your rival, but and that was it. I was hooked for life. I didn't shower for 3 weeks. I caught them all. And I kind of faded out of it after a while. I thought I was done with it, but that's the thing with addiction. It sticks in your brain. You don't think that it does, but it does. Don't think it does, but it does. And then junior year of high school happened, and I learned that you could get an emulator on your phone. I was the #1 track star in the state, you guys. #1 ranked. I was gonna go to Harvard, okay? Have you heard of it? But I just got a taste of that sweet fire red again, and I couldn't move away. Now I'm going to this shitty ass fucking school. With all of you. That was actually a nice monologue from the spec script that I'm writing for The Wire season 6. You're supposed to write about things that you know about, but I've never been addicted to crack cocaine, so Pokemon. I'm like really, I love the concept of like really cocky actors, like actors that know they're the shit, you know what I mean? Like, you'll be on set and this actor's like, I'm sorry, but I don't love you anymore. And scene, boom! Woo! You see that shit? Woo! Yeah, that's an Oscar in the bag right there. Fuck yeah! I definitely got a Marvel movie after that for sure. Or at least like one of those CW superhero shows like Arrow and Flash. I could be the best friend on one of those shows. Like, it's a really easy job. You just gotta come around every once in a while and be like, yo, you've been disappearing a lot, man. Oh, it's cool. It's cool. Hey, you want to go to a nightclub, man? Let's go. Do you guys know the show Room Raiders?
Yeah.
All right. For those who don't know what the show is, it's really complicated. It basically, it's a girl chooses between 3 different guys based solely on what she finds in the guy's apartment, which is really fucked up, I think. I mean, like the beginning of the show was like a guy like kidnapping these contestants and like throwing them in a van. That's literally the beginning of the show, and the guys are always like cool with it. They're like, oh man, what's happening? This is crazy. But there's this one part of the show where the girl goes to the bed and shines a black light over the bed, and like there are always like splashes on every single guy's bed. But this was like 12-year-old, 10-year-old me watching it, prepubescent Nick, and I was just wondering why all of these people on this show couldn't control their bladders. I was like, why are all these people peeing in bed still? Aren't they supposed to be like 20? I don't get this at all. And then, I went through puberty and I realized that this woman was breaking into men's houses to search for cum stains on the bed. And that's when I actually really got into Room Raiders. Season 4 to 6 is probably their peak. I really like those seasons. Like that's where they really find their voice, I think. Then it gets a little derivative after that, All right, I want to end today my set by saying just a little story about when I was in 4th grade, when I became, just for a day or so, the head of a theocracy. At my school, there's a thing where all the 4th graders every year it's called the medieval feast, or medieval times, or whatever, and every year the 4th graders all dress up like knights or friars, or all the girls are all princesses or something. Then you go to the cafeteria and you eat turkey with your hands and mashed potatoes and drink like grape juice or whatever, and it's really fun and everyone loves it. And I was kind of like, fuck that, I don't really want to do that. There's gonna be like 40 nights, man. I don't want to be another night. Everyone, like, I'm a unique flower. You need to let me flourish, you know? I don't want to be just another one of those people, you know? So I was talking to my friends about what we were going to be, and I just said, you know what, fuck it, I'm going to be the Pope. Fuck it, all my friends were laughing, so I thought it was a really good idea. And then, like, more people heard about it, and then, like, a couple days later, my teacher came up to me and she says, hey, do you know at the medieval feast, 4 people sit up on the stage as like the king and queen and prince and princess. No one has asked to be the king yet, so do you want to be the Pope and then sit up on a stage and overlook everybody? And I was like, yeah, that sounds fucking awesome. I'd love to do that. Cut to me dressed in all white. I'm wearing a skirt, really, and I have a Pope hat on, and there's like a 50-year-old soccer mom slave, like, feeding me gravy whenever I want. I'm drinking grape juice out of a goblet, and I just remember thinking to myself, this is weird, right? Like, not that many people have had this experience before. I feel like I know what the Pope feels like, actually. Like, I don't really like any of the other people at the table. Like, I just see my friends down at the night table just pounding grape juice, like, singing, like, medieval drinking songs, like, yo ho ho, and a bottle of rum. I'm like, yo, that's a pirate thing, man. That's not, oh, God. Yeah, I don't really like this, but I don't know, I think I gained a lot of experience from it. But, I mean, there's no real use for it. It's not like I'm gonna get a call one day, like, bling, bling, bling. Hello? Hey, I'm calling from the Pope's, ex-Pope's office. Well, I mean, we can't really talk about that right now, but, is this Nicholas Strauss? Yeah, this is Nicholas Strauss. Oh, well, I see here on your resume that you have Pope experience. I was just wondering if you'd like to come down to the Vatican, maybe have an interview. And I go, you know what? I feel like I've done that whole, like, head of a religion thing before. You know, I think I just want to get turned up with my friends and just drink grape juice all day. Alright, that's my time, guys. Thanks.